It's 11 something here in the morning. Good morning, Hammer Nation. I heard you heard about this story that was on in Alabama about them black guys that got mauled by the goon squad. That's an awful story, man. What the cops did to those guys, I mean, it's disgusting. They busted into a house without a warrant, and it was it's disgusting to even talk about it, Hammer Nation. Um, but I wanted y'all to hear this story. Just a second here while I pull this up. Yeah, they call themselves the Goon Squad. Yeah, they call themselves the freaking Goon Squad. Yeah. I'm sorry, Hammer Nation, this computer's slow as anything. Yeah. Let me just tell you what they did to these guys, man. Sorry, this is my new microphone here. Hey, Blue Rain. Did you hear about this story? What the cops did to those guys, Blue Rain? It's disgusting. I'm not in Alabama, but I know the history of Alabama. They call themselves the Goon Squad, and I'll tell you what they did. I'm sure you must have heard about it, Blue Rain. It was sickening. For those who don't know, what these dirtbag cops did. No, not this. This computer. I'm sorry. No. Yeah. One of them cops used a sex toy on these guys. Shot him in his own pool of blood. Shot him in the mouth. Took a gun and shot this guy right in the freaking mouth. I'm surprised he survived that. These are people that shouldn't have been cops in the first place. Well, they all going to jail. Federal prison. They call themselves the Goon Squad, Blue Rain. This is in Mississippi. I saw them on the news, and I feel sorry for those guys. They tortured 2 black guys. This is in Jackson, Mississippi, man. Man who has... Oh, God. This was brutality. Jackson, Mississippi, men who have sworn an oath to protect and serve were huddled on the back porch of a Mississippi home as Michael Corey Jenkins lay on the floor, blood gushing from his mutilated tongue, where one of the officers shoved a gun in his mouth and pulled the trigger. He can't talk. He can talk, but not much. As Jenkins writhed in pain, the 6 white officers devised a scheme to cover up dozens of stunning acts of brutality that they had just carried out during a 90-minute period of terror against Jenkins and a second black victim. The officers planted drugs. They stole surveillance footage from the house. They tried to dispose of other evidence. They agreed on a set of lies that would further upend their victims' lives. This is sickening, Blue Rain. It makes you think, who's a cop now? And it was just a cover-up. Careful to avoid security cameras at the house, they burst in without a warrant. stating the torture session of physical, sexual, and psychological abuse. They handcuffed Jenkins and his friend Eddie Terrell Parker and poured milk, alcohol, and chocolate syrup over their faces. They forced them to strip naked and shower together. Oh, God. To conceal the mess. They mocked the victims with racial slurs. They electrocuted them. The officers had meant to torture them. The man, without leaving physical scars, but one of the officers shot Jenkins in the mouth. Miraculously, Jenkins survived. I'm surprised he survived that. Imagine a cop putting a gun to your mouth. And then they had to strip him down naked. And they had to make them shower together with the cops. What is this world coming to? Anybody could be a cop, but you don't know the charges. They put a sex toy on them, Blue Ring. Opie found a sex toy which he mounted on a nearby BB gun and forced into Parker's mouth. Gentleman tried to sexually assault Jenkins with the toy. The officers executed the victims with stun guns, comparing whose weapons were more powerful. This is ridiculous. This is insane. I thought I've seen it all in my lifetime, Blue Ring, but this one takes the cake. I hope these officers get life. They should have done a background check on these guys. 6 officers against 2 black guys. What is it, 6? Yep, 6 officers against 2 black guys. 6 against 1. They were outnumbered. Nobody should be a cop now. I haven't heard this here in Jersey, so, I'm going to play this tape here. This is disgusting. This is disgusting, Blue Rain. See how exercise affects your glucose, making it easier to spend more time in range and lower your A1C. Manage your diabetes with confidence. This is disgusting, man. When I saw this on TV, I thought I didn't believe it. Oh, come on. I don't know why you defending this dude. But it just goes to show you, man. People is nuts. I'm going on StreamYard. So I'm going to talk about this. Sunday morning. Yep, this is disgusting, man. 6 officers from Jackson, Mississippi against 2 black guys, tortured them, poured alcohol on them. Man, this is ridiculous. So I'll be live on my other channel. Hope you all join me there. Blue Rain Peaches. You're cool.